thanks to EA for sponsoring this video. Hey guys, welcome back to another crazy video. So today we are going to be making Scooby-Doo inspired Sims. So I've actually done this before many moons ago, many years ago. And it's a video so long ago that I thought, you know, I'm just going to do it again. Because guys, I have done a lot of these like character creation things lately. And I feel like I've been just doing ones that I just don't know. Like I did Teen Titans. I did like things that I don't even know anything about. Okay, I don't know anything about any of these things and like TV shows that I've been doing. So I was like, you know what? I need to do one that I actually know. And I know Scooby-Doo, guys. I know Scooby-Doo. I have been a Scooby-Doo avid fan. Not even really. I like it for many years. And so I thought this would be a perfect one to do / redo because it's been so long since I did it. I honestly forgot what I did. And also my sim style has changed so much. And I feel like none of you guys have even watched that video. Please don't go back and watch it. You don't want to see it. You don't want to see it. It's bad. It's bad. But anyways, yeah. So we're going to be making, of course, the Scooby Mystery Gang today. So I didn't end up doing Scooby-Doo, which I know is kind of bad because like the whole show is called Scooby-Doo and I didn't actually make Scooby-Doo. But Bro's a dog, okay? And I mean, not even like Bro's a dog. You know, like Bro is a dog. Like a legitimate dog that speaks. Does he even speak? No, he just goes, Scooby-Doo-Doo. You know what I mean? So like he doesn't do enough. He doesn't give me enough to go off of to make him as a sim. I'm sorry. Okay, I could have probably done it, but I was like, I'm not that bothered. I'm just gonna make the 4 main ones, which is what I did last time anyways, because I just feel like I know more about them. You know what I mean? Like they actually speak. Like, you know what I mean? Anyways, friendly reminder that I do have a creator code. So if you plan on buying anything from thesims.com or the EA app, you can use my code itsqwertyluvs at checkout. It's currently a big sale going on right now for a lot of Sims packs. So if you do buy any of them, I really do appreciate if you guys use my code. It really helps support me and my channels. Thank you guys so much. We're of course gonna be doing Fred, Shaggy, Velma, and Daphne today. So oh my god, guys, you guys are I'm gonna tell you something, guys. You guys are watching it right now and you guys are seeing that I'm doing something crazy, and that is I am making 2 male sims in this video. I know. Okay, so I started off and I was like, okay, I'm gonna just gender bend them because like I don't want to make male sims. Like it's just like not in my vibe today. You know what I mean? Like I just don't want to do it. So I was like, hey, I'm just gonna make them obviously just as all as female sims as I always do because I'm like an absolute swine like that. And I was like, you know what? It is what it is. You guys won't mind, whatever. And I started making it and I started making Fred as a female sim and I made her for like 35 minutes and I was like, I am just not feeling this. Like I'm just not getting the energy. I felt like she was ended up looking a bit too much like Daphne, even though they're very different, but like because they have sort of like the preppy vibe, I was kind of accidentally going over to that vibe, and obviously they're like dating, and I was just like, I don't know, I just feel like I can do this, and I was like, I'm just gonna completely scrap this sim, and I'm just gonna make a male sim, and I'm gonna do it, and I did it twice in one video, guys. I made 2 male sims and 2 female sims, and I am so happy with myself because I am actually really happy with how they turned out. Like maybe they're not the best male sims in the world, okay, but for me, these are immaculate. Like these are immaculate stuff, okay? This is incredibly insane stuff for me to be able to manage to make male sims this attractive. Like I feel like I did a good job, okay? But anyway, so of course we're starting off with Fred today. So I feel like Fred is just the most bland. I kind of went again in the order of ones I wanted to do the least first, so hence why I made the male sims first. And Fred is just not interesting to me. He never has been. Obviously he's kind of like the main like leader of the group, or at least in my head he is. He's obviously the like preppy one. He's got his little like scarf thingy on. I don't even know what it is. I just imagine him to be a bit of a sod. Like he would maybe judge me, maybe bark at me in public, you know what I mean? Like I just don't get a good energy from Fred, but that doesn't mean he's not hot, okay? So yeah. Of course I made him an attractive male sim because like what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? I feel like he is definitely my least favorite of this group that I made today, just because of the fact that he's my least favorite in the actual show, so naturally that happens. But yeah, I do really like Scooby-Doo. If you guys don't like watch Scooby-Doo at all, obviously the main premise is just that they go around and they solve mysteries, you know, Mystery Incorporated, whatever, and they like go around and every episode they like solve a new like crime kind of thing, and it's always like, you know, I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids, and it's like, you know, blah, blah, you know, you get it, you get the drift, you catch my vibes. It's just the 4 of, well, technically the 5 of them, and they go around in their little van, and it's really cute, and it's a really nice show because it's like a little bit of a horror. Like it's not a horror, but like I, as a horror fan, like this was probably like my start to horror. Like it's not at all. Like my start to horror was like when I got thrown in the deep end of The Conjuring, you know what I mean? But this was like the kind of start to horror because like it's kind of horror, but like not, but like it is, you know what I mean? But I love the Scooby-Doo monsters. I love the vibes of all of the main members. I just feel like it's such a good show, and I just love it, and so I just thought this would be perfect to do. And obviously I like making ones that are like kind of human. Obviously they are human completely, but I like making ones that are human but obviously animated because it just makes it a bit more fun. I didn't inspire them based off of the live action because obviously there's the full live action like movie franchise with obviously Matthew Lillard and like Sarah Michelle Gellar as Daphne and everything, but I didn't end up going with that because I didn't want to just recreate their faces. So I didn't actually look at their faces, like Freddie Prinze Jr.'s face and all that stuff for Fred, because I just thought like, what's the point? You know what I mean? I don't want to look at the live action version and just make that. Like I just don't find that very fun. So I kind of just went based on what I would sort of imagine they would look based on the cartoon, like the animated version, specifically Mystery Incorporated, because guys, I am a Mystery Incorporated stan till the day I die. That was always my favorite one out of all of them. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have watched Scooby-Doo, like which is your favorite, if it's like the films, the live action films, or if it's like Mystery Incorporated, or if it's just like the OG, or like what it is, because I feel like the Mystery Incorporated, I don't know, that was such an era for me because I used to get up like every morning before school. This was when I was probably like, I don't know, like 12, 13. I think it was secondary school, to be honest, which is kind of lame, but like don't even judge me, okay? Scooby-Doo, I love it. Yes, I was a teenager watching Scooby-Doo. what about it? You know what I mean? But I used to get up every morning and it would be on at like 8:30. No, and it was on from like 8 till 8:30 and I had to be at school at like 9 or something. I don't even know. Or maybe 7:30 till 8:30. It's something like that anyways. And I used to get up and it would be like freezing cold downstairs. I used to be by the fireplace getting changed just by myself watching Mystery Incorporated because I just refused to not watch it every morning. So I have such a soft spot for it and it was just like such a fun time where I used to do that like every morning. So it's kind of like how with The Sims 3, like I used to play that before school as well. Like I used to like load it up and play it before school, but it took so long to load. By the time it loaded up, like I had to go to school because The Sims 3 takes so long to load, and like it was just, yeah, it just gives me that vibe, which I mean, school was a terrible time, but like it's that good part of the school because I wasn't actually at school yet, you know what I mean? So it was like my fun before the horror, you know? So I tried to go for obviously a very preppy vibe for him because he has that energy. I feel like I went for a little bit more of like, I was struggling a little bit because I was like, do I go for like preppy, like nowadays preppy? Like, you know, he's preppy like in 2025. I had to think about it then, that's so embarrassing. In 2025, or is he preppy in like when Scooby-Doo first originally came out? You know what I mean? Like, is he giving like more of that energy, or like should I do like an early 2000s vibe or something? I kind of end up going for a bit of a mix and I don't really know what he's kind of like inspired by, but I feel like I tried to go with his original outfit in the animated one, but like a little bit different, because I ended up going for shorts instead because I just felt like the shorts just looked more like preppy. Again, I don't even know if he is preppy, but like that's just kind of like the energy I get from him. Like he goes to a golf club, like he goes to a, what do they even call it? Like, you know what I mean? Like the golf club community, like places that rich people go to and they're like play golf on the weekend. They have like a private pool. Like that's what I imagine Fred goes to on the weekend. Does he? I don't know. Again, I haven't seen the show in a while, so as much as obviously I do know the characters and like they are like, you know, my number ones, whatever, my OGs, I don't really know like too much about the lore of their background or anything like that. But yeah, I think he definitely turned out pretty cool, and obviously I went with like the little scarf thing. I don't like that on either him or Daphne. I find it such very off-putting with the color. Like I just didn't want to go for it for him because it's like a bright orange and I'm like, girl, you've got blue and white. Why are we wearing bright orange for your scarf? It just looks so silly to me, but I obviously ended up going for it because I needed to, and it wouldn't have been him if I didn't have the little, I don't even know if it's a scarf, but it's like the little like thingy, you know, like the little like bow tie. It's not a bow tie. I don't even know what you call it. Like I'm not rich, okay? I don't know what rich people call it, but like those little things, you know? But yeah, I think he definitely turned out pretty cute, and I definitely have a bit of a crush on him in The Sims. Not in the animated show, okay? I always had a crush on Shaggy, okay? Don't judge me. You don't even judge me. It's Matthew Lillard. Do you even joke me right now? Like, what are we doing? Of course, Matthew Lillard is going to be my number one no matter what we are watching. Scream, yes. Scooby-Doo, yes. Always Matthew Lillard. That is my main man, you know? But yeah, so anyways, now we're moving on to Shaggy. So I went for a bit of a different vibe for Shaggy, and I'm so glad I did. So I obviously went with like the blonde hair still, but I went for a bit of a longer hair, and I really love how he turned out. I definitely feel like this is what I like imagine him to be like in real life. He definitely looks the most different, I would say, from his original animated version to his Sims version, but I just feel like this is how he's meant to look in my head, so this is what obviously I went for. I also love how in the show, like, they didn't actually mean, I swear I looked it up because I was like looking at the personalities or whatever, and I was like, you know, looking into it, and they didn't even actually mean to make him be like a stoner, but like it just happened. Like he's not even a stoner, but like everyone knows that he's a stoner, and I just love that about him. Like I just love that, like he wasn't even intended to be a stoner, but like like everyone knows he's a stoner. Like it just makes sense to me. I don't even know. I just think that's like such a funny like thing that they accidentally did that, but like it's so clear. Like even to me as a child, like I know he's a stoner, you know what I mean? But anyway, so for his outfit, I obviously wanted to go for like that really relaxed vibe, but I also wanted to go for alts because in my head he's just got a bit of an alt vibe to him, okay? And I couldn't really do it for any of the others because Daphne, no, obviously not. Fred, obviously not. And Velma, not really. So I kind of wanted to go for the most sort of like a little bit alternative. I kind of get like skater energy from him, just very like relaxed, laid back. He gives me that energy, and he obviously is that energy in the show. And he's obviously also very hungry, which again is like the stoner thing. Like I don't know how they didn't put 2 and 2 together with that. Like these fully grown adults made the show and didn't even notice that he was a stoner, which is just hilarious to me. But yeah, anyways, on a completely other note, because I just can't yap about Scooby-Doo for this long. I mean, I could probably, but yeah, I literally just got back from holiday like 2 days ago, and now I'm going to Venice next okay, for me right now, it's currently Wednesday, the 25th of June, and I'm going on holiday to Venice on the 3rd of July, which is a week tomorrow for me. And I literally got back from my other holiday like 2 days ago, which is just insane to me. Like, I'm just so grateful that I can go on this many holidays, and it's just insane. I've never been on this many in like this such a short span of time. Like I was in Amsterdam like a month ago, and then I was just on holiday, and now I'm on another one, and I'm just like, But after that, when I get back, I haven't really got anything planned except for the fact that it's my 21st birthday, which is kind of a big plan, and I need to plan it, and I haven't planned it because, guys, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to plan a 21st birthday. I don't even get why they're a big thing in the UK. Like, everyone does a big thing for it, but I'm like, guys, we can drink, we can drive, we can do like, there's no reason to celebrate 21. Like, I know in America it's like, oh, we can drink now. I've been able to drink for years. Like, I don't need to celebrate it, you know what I mean? But everyone always does a big thing, so I'm like, I guess I'll join in, yay. But yeah, I don't really know like what I'm gonna do for that, but it's literally crazy. Like, I'll be back from Venice, I'll have like 2 weeks to plan that, so that's really fun and scary. But here we are. I have like 4 friends anyway, so it's not really difficult to get them all in a room together, you know what I mean? But it's just like so crazy to me. I'm gonna be in Venice in like a week, and like obviously with the new Sims pack coming out, I'm just like, because I'm overwhelmed. Like, there's all this stuff going on, and like, why did the Sims pack have the time? Sort of when I'm on holiday and just when I'm my birthday, and I'm just like, guys, could you not not have like inquired first? Could you not just like ask me first? Like, could you not just like let me know that like before you did this? Like, could you not just change your entire schedule around me? Like, that would be really helpful, Sims. I'm just joking, but seriously, it was a bit devastating. Anyways, so yeah, so as you can see, as we're making Shaggy right now, he actually took me the longest to make because, well, I don't know why. I don't even know why. I think because I was struggling to make male Sims anyways. Like, I just generally struggle to make them so much that when I'm on top of that trying to go for like an actual like style or like kind of base it on a character, it's even more difficult. Like, if I'm just making a random male Sim, it's like you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I can do that, kind of, a little bit. Slight, I mildly successfully, I can do that. But in terms of like an actual making a character as a Sim that's also got to look and have the same vibes as the character, but also not too similar, because obviously I want to make things a bit more fun for myself. It's a lot to think about. So I definitely struggled mostly with him because he just, I don't know, I didn't know which hair to go for. I kept going back and forth. I ended up going this one in the end, which I'm so happy I went with because it like kind of covers his face. And I just feel like that fits perfectly for him and just how I'd imagine him. Obviously in the show, he has like, it's kind of like a shaggy, well, ironically, a shaggy haircut. Yeah. And then he has like this like long t-shirt on with just some like trousers. It's kind of a boring outfit, low-key, like very, very boring, but it's like an okay outfit, you know, like it, like in the real world it would be fun, but in the Sims, I have to go above and beyond, unfortunately. I did obviously do that, as I always do, but yeah, also I don't know what ages they're meant to be. I'm assuming they're meant to be like teens. Are they in school? I think they're in school. I don't know, but I've kind of gone for like obviously adult versions. I do this every single time. I just sort of like make them as adults just because, are they teenagers? Wait, I'm gonna Google it, one sec. Okay, so in Mystery Incorporated, they're meant to be about 18, but in the original, they're meant to be between 15 and 17, which is crazy. Sometimes apparently they're portrayed older, sometimes in their early 20s or even late teens. Okay, that's bizarre to me. I don't know why I picture, oh my god. It's just like, are you guys, anyone else getting to this phase where like you're now going past the age of like the people you watched as a kid? Like, what do you mean when I'm watching like Scooby-Doo, they're meant to be younger than me? Like, that's horrifying to me. Like, these were fully adults, animated adults. So you know what I mean? Like, or like late teens, but like I'm past late teens. I'm like into my early 20s and I just don't like that information. But it's just so weird, like when you get past that age where like everyone, when you start watching childhood stuff, it's like, oh wait, these people are younger than me. Like, what do you mean they're younger than me? They're meant to be younger than me. That's horrible. Anyways, so I went with this really funny shirt because I thought this little gnome shirt was just so perfect for him. I don't know, don't ask, I just thought it was so perfect. And then these trousers, I really knew I wanted to use them for him because I clicked on them when I was making Fred and I was like, wait, these would be kind of perfect for Shaggy. So obviously when I was making Shaggy, I did try them on a couple times, but like I didn't really like feel it. But then when I put on this gnome shirt with it, it just worked out so well. And I thought of this like with the red, I don't know, I just thought it was like a kind of cool fit. It's definitely skewed a little bit more, I would say, than the others for his outfit because I tried for so long. I tried like for like an hour to try and get his outfit right and it just wasn't working and I just wasn't feeling it. Like it was either too basic or too much, or like I just felt like it was a bit too modern for him, or it was a bit too effort for him, and it was just this whole thing. So I ended up just going with this because I felt like it fit for him. And also he would totally wear a crop top. Okay, don't even ask. Like, of course he would. But yeah, also are Velma and Shaggy in the show like dating? Because I know that there's like kind of like a thing about it. I know obviously Daphne and Fred are, but like are Velma and Shaggy dating? I don't know. But obviously those two are my favorite characters. Obviously coming from someone who's worn glasses their entire life, Velma was obviously going to be up there with my favorite characters because anytime there's a character that's in a show with glasses or like a film or anything, I'm always going to love them just because we're like bonded, you know what I mean? We're like bonded. But I will say though, it's like one of those things that I do hate. We're not even on Velma right now, but I'm just yapping about it. But it's one of the things I do hate about like shows and just general like media things about people with glasses. It's just how every single time it's always like, oh yeah, that person's glasses. Oh yeah, they're nerdy. Oh yeah, they're really smart. Oh yeah, they're the smart one of the group. Like whenever it's in a film and it's like a random film, like a horror film, and it's like, oh, like what's that character? Oh wait, they've got glasses, so of course they're the nerdy one. Like, what do you mean right now? What factual things do you have that, because I mean, to be fair, I am kind of smart, so I am actually like, well, okay, I was kind of smart. Let me rephrase that. I was kind of smart until I dropped out of school, but I was kind of smart, and then I started doing YouTube, and now I'm dumb as hell. But back before, I was okay. So maybe I'm kind of like leaning into that stereotype, unfortunately, but it's not my fault. Okay, it's not my fault. Yeah, I don't know what the stereotype is, or like of how like glasses equals smart. Like I will never understand that. Like people at school used to think the same as well. What? Like why do you think having glasses would make you smart? Like I'm not like cheating. I'm not like putting maths equations through my glasses. It's not like a VR glasses. Like it's just, it doesn't make any sense to me how that correlates. So it does always bother me with that, like how in shows and stuff that's always the case. I'm always just like, great, oh my god, character's got glasses, oh my god, they're nerdy. The only thing I can ever think of as an example for like a show or a film that hasn't done that is in Final Destination 5, how the girl in that has glasses. Obviously she's the one that gets laser eye surgery, which obviously doesn't end up very well, but she has glasses before that and she's the hot one and I love that. And she's all like, you know, and I'm like, you know what, good for you, girly. That's how we should be portrayed. Why are we always portrayed as the nerdy ones? It's ridiculous. Anyway, sorry for that ramble, but it's just reminding me with Velma. So now we are doing Daphne. So I actually had a lot of fun making Daphne. I was kind of like, Purple's not really my favorite color. And then on top of that, just generally, she doesn't give my vibe, obviously, because she's preppy. So again, it's not really my energy. I don't know if she's necessarily preppy, but that's just kind of like the style that I would describe her as. But I don't know if that's the correct style. But anyway, she's wearing like this like purple, obviously, outfit. And then she has like the little like scarfy thing on as well. And I don't know, I definitely struggled a little bit with her because I got the outfit down pretty fast, but I was struggling mostly with the hair because she suited so many of them, but simultaneously, like, I just didn't know which one to go for because she suited so many of them. So I ended up going with this beret and then this really cool shirt, which I just think is so pretty. And I feel like I've used it quite a bit lately, but I just think it's like a really nice, like off the shoulder button up shirt. And I just felt like it fit her really well because obviously she's meant to be sort of in like businessy energy. Like in my head, this is them like 5 to 10 years after they like finished, you know, like doing their like Scooby Gang thing. So this is to me like when it's like 5 years later, 5-10 years later, and she's like a boss lady, you know, she's like a really cool like, you know, boss and like some sort of company. And then you have Shaggy, who's just like basically the same, which I love. And then we have Fred, who's just like still, well, he's got his trust fund, you know what I mean, probably, so he doesn't even need to work at that point. And then we obviously have Velma, who I'll get onto in a bit, but like I just kind of imagine this to be like in the future. And so I just love the idea of her being like this like really cool like office lady. She's got like this really cute outfit on, like she's so cute, but like she looks cute but she could kill you kind of thing, you know, like that trend where it's like looks cute but could kill you. That's Daphne, where like she looks adorable and I feel like she just looks like she'd be nice, but then like no, she's not. And I love that for her. I do truly. Unfortunately, I unfortunately smile too often to be perceived as anything but smiley, but here we are. But yeah, I do think that the outfit turned out really cute. Definitely a bit simple. I'd say it's very similar to like my normal outfits that I would go for Sims, but you know, sometimes you just gotta go with the basics. Sometimes the basics work and sometimes you just gotta do it, you know, because I did try on a few different options and I just wasn't really feeling them. And I was gonna go for a dress, but I was like, it's kind of boring just to go for a dress. Like I always find it a bit cheating to just go with the full body outfit because it's like I literally don't do anything. Like I just click on the option and it's there and like that's it. Whereas when I do like a top and bottom, it's like a completely different new fit, and I feel like everything changes depending on what bottoms you put on with the top and just vice versa, and it's just so much more fun to me to do it that way. So that's kind of why I do like that, and I don't tend to do like dresses or anything just because I find it a little bit too easy. And I just think in like a challenge like this, well no, it's not a challenge, but like in a video like this where the whole point is to watch me make Sims, you should really do as much character customization as possible. So anyways, now moving on to Velma. So as I was saying, obviously I love her. She used to be my favorite. It was kind of a bit of a mix of Shaggy. I think in the live action ones it was always Shaggy, but in the like originals in like Mr. Incorporated it was always Velma, just because she always lost her glasses, which isn't very realistic to be honest, girly. Go to Specsavers and freaking get them tightened, okay? Because if your glasses keep falling off that often, it's very scary. But yeah, she's like the really smart one. I just felt like I was very much like maybe okay, I'm not very smart, but like I feel like I just like felt like most of a connection to her compared to the rest. So when I was a kid, so obviously I was like really looking forward to making her. So obviously I went with the glasses because, you know, as we've discussed, glasses equals cool. Hello, yes, absolutely. And I definitely struggled a little bit with what kind of fit to go for her because I kept going with some and I was like, is this a little bit too like grown up looking? And then other things were a little bit too like cutesy looking, and I kind of wanted to go for like comfy because I feel like that's what she gives, but simultaneously like really cool. Because if you've seen like the live action one, she obviously changes into that like skin tight outfit, and oh my god, everyone's like, oh my god, like she looks so hot, whatever. And I'm like, yes, she does. Kind of wanted to kind of lean into that a little bit. So she's sort of like the cutesy one, but also like she knows she's hot, you know what I mean? Like she owns that she's hot, and she is hot. So there we go. Yeah, so I started going for like maybe a skirt option because she does have a skirt originally, but I just wasn't really getting like the skirt energy from her. Like it just wasn't really feeling correct. I don't know if that makes sense, but like it just wasn't giving what I wanted it to give. So I actually ended up going for a jumper tucked into a pair of shorts, which I know is kind of like a little bit different to, again, her original outfit, but it's the same exact color scheme. And I actually love that color scheme as well. The yellow, like the mustardy yellow with the orange. I think that's such a cute color scheme. Every time I see that, I think of Velma. It's the same with Daphne as well, with like the purple and the orange hair. Like every time I do that, I'm like, oh my god, no, it's Daphne. Like it's just, I feel like Scooby-Doo's so engraved in my brain that like now, anytime I see anything that's like got a similar color scheme to Scooby-Doo, I'm like, oh my god, that's literally Scooby-Doo. But like it's not, but like it just is. Well, this technically is, but yeah. Also guys, on a completely unrelated note, let me know if you guys got any suggestions for like videos you want me to do like this. I still have a few other ideas in my head. I started making strawberry shortcake characters as Sims, but once again, I don't know anything about them, so it was a little bit difficult to do. And I just don't want to accidentally do what I did with the Teen Titans ones and Loki, a few of the others, where I've kind of just gone with it and made them, and technically they don't actually look much like them because I haven't done enough research. So I'm trying to do more research, but it's kind of difficult to do. Even if you've done as much research as you want, you still haven't seen the show. Like I still haven't seen the show, and I'm not going to sit through it just so that I can like make these Sims. Like that's a bit silly. So I feel like I'm trying to go for ones that I've seen, but it's so hard to think of ones that I've seen. Like there's honestly not many I have actually seen in terms of animated shows, especially like kid shows and very popular ones for that matter as well. Maybe like SpongeBob would be kind of fun. I think I've done that before in the past as well, but I feel like that'd be kind of a fun one to do. Like Patrick, SpongeBob, Squidward. Like, I feel like those would be kind of fun. Maybe I'll do that next time. I don't know. But that's kind of a good shout. But yeah, I also went with like these Docs because I thought that they were like so cool for her. And I feel like she would wear like Docs or like boots. I don't know. I just get the energy from her as well. And I think the hair I ended up giving her is so perfect. It's like curly, but it's short. And I just think that she suits like short hair so much more. Like I was going for like longer hairs and I was like, no, you know what? I feel like this is the kind of length that she needs. Like it just looks so cute. Obviously I tried to give her like the fringe still as she does in the show, but it definitely is a little bit different. It kind of looks a bit like the hairstyle that McKenna Grace has in Ghostbusters, which is very niche, but if that makes any sense to any of you. I also obviously went for a bag because I thought that like she would be carrying around like her art stuff or like, I don't even know if she'd do art actually. I guess just like sciencey stuff or like math stuff. I don't know. I just get like the vibe. Maybe English actually. I feel like she could be really good at English, but I just get that energy. Maybe she's at uni or something doing like her masters or something. I don't know. I just kind of get the vibe. But anyways, guys, so let me know what you guys think of these Sims in the comments down below. I'm really happy with how they turned out, especially the fact that I managed to make male Sims. I'm very proud of myself for that. But yeah, so of course there'll be a CC list in the description down below. If it is a little bit late, I do apologize, but I'd rather get the video for you guys and do the CC list a little bit later than like hold off posting the video just because of the CC list. Because once I got the video here, like I want to post it for you guys and I want you guys to see it, and I don't want to just be sat around like, you know, trying to make the list or whatever. But yeah, so let me know if you got any other suggestions for videos in the comments down below. I would love to hear them. I know I keep asking it every single video, but I still love hearing them, okay? And I love to try and take your guys' ideas into account. Remember to like and subscribe to everyone. I'll see you guys in the video. I love you guys.